Good evening everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm starting this video quite randomly because I'd not had a Sarah Says videos prepared for this week and it's not due to go up for a good few days yet. So I thought whilst I'm unloading my Asda food shop, I could do this week a little what meals I'm making this week. I'm going to show you the ingredients and then as we make them throughout the rest of this week, I'll include them in this video so you can see like what we make. So first up is one of Isabel's absolutely favourite things that we get when we go on our road trips to Europe. It's these Spanish inspired tortilla, hot or cold, you can enjoy them, patties things. It's basically like potato, egg, some of them have onion in them. And yeah, we're going to have these with a side salad. I actually might even make these tonight because the weather seems to be feeling a little bit more spring / summer-like. And this is one of those really quick, light and easy meals that taste good, but you can also fill with goodness with a side salad. Perfect for summer days. Next up is going to be a really nice, quick and easy lunch. It's going to be pizza puff twists. So you can use tomato puree. I think I might use this passata with basil though, and I'll also probably use some barbecue sauce because I do like a barbecue base. This will probably be for a quick and easy lunch maybe. Or you can also cook this as an evening meal if you want with a side salad or something of the like. But this is what we're going to use for that. And then next up I'm going to make a fajita pan tray bake. So for that I'm going to be using some chicken, some sour cream, some wraps, some fajita seasoning, onions, tomatoes, peppers, and then probably a whole load of other herbs and spices. Oh, also jalapenos. Obviously I'll show these on the night that I actually cook the meal, but I think this is pretty much all I'll be using, as well as some herbs and spices like paprika, garlic, etc, etc. And this is going to make a really nice fajita pan dish. I'm really excited to make this one. And then next up we're going to be making a creamy tomatoey chicken pasta dish. So here are the ingredients for that. Ignore that, we're not talking about that. So we've got some double cream, some spinach, some cheddar cheese, some pasta, whatever your favourite is, a little bit of butter to cook the chicken in, some tomatoes, some onion, and again some peppers. And with this one as well, I'll also be using paprika, garlic, etc. For the fajita bake tray, guys, I almost forgot to show you guys, we're going to be using some cheesy Doritos in that as well. But then another meal I'm going to be making this week is a make your own meatballs with mashed potato on top, kind of a pie type thing. And we're going to be using potatoes, some mince, some onions, some cheese, again some of your favourite meatball sauce, and I will also need breadcrumbs with this one, and again herbs and spices. I have probably left out a few ingredients for each meal. Maybe I've just realised I've got honey there. I need the honey for the sauce that I'll be making on the fajita bake tray. But basically those are the meals I'm going to be making this week. So as I make them each day, I'll do a little cook along with me session and show you the end result and how they turn out. So I'm about to start making the first little meal on today's menu, and I'm going to be making pizza twists. So for these pizza twists you're going to need some oregano, if you've not had barbecue sauce on your pizzas, you're missing out. Barbecue sauce, some cheese, I'm going to put some spinach in there, some tomatoes, and some mozzarella. Might also put some onion in as well. So we're just going to get out some ready rolled puff pastry. Here we go. Very nice and soft. And then we're going to add some tomato puree. Don't ask me why I said it like puree. So we're going to add some tomato puree. Give that a little smoothing over. We're then going to add some barbecue sauce. We're then going to pop on some mozzarella. Mozzarella Italiano. I am the worst at accents. Excuse me. Papa Americano. We're then going to chop up some spinach. And then we're going to do a little sprinkling of oregano. So you're basically just popping on any pizza toppings that you want. Ignore the fact that I put on way too much tomato puree. And then once you've got all of your toppings on your pizza, we're going to get another pastry, and we're going to lay that on top. It's going to look something like this. Excuse the absolute annoying shadowing. And then we're going to basically slice them. You can use a knife. I'm just going to slice them into strips using a pizza cutter. And then it's going to look like this. We're then going to place them on top of each other. So just take one and pop it on top of the other one. Like that. Just one each. So that one, that's going to make one. Then we're going to basically just go down the line. Don't worry if ingredients come out. Doing the same. We're basically just doubling up the layers. Now we're going to whisk up an egg. Got my little helper. Go on, Jace, you give that a good old whisk.
Whoa.
Careful. And I can't find my my one of these anywhere. So can you put it close to me, Jace? Oh no, I've dropped. Oh no, I haven't. Can you push the bowls close to me, sweetheart? That's it, really close. So we're just gonna go for it with this.
I want to try.
1 second, mate. So these are looking a bit messy, but it's all good. Jace is helping me, so that's good. Now basically we're just going to twist them. So get each one and twist them. Okay, prepare for your hands to get very messy and very sticky whilst you're doing those twists. But I'm basically going to keep it on this baking parchment paper. I'm going to transfer that onto this baking tray. There we go. And now we're just going to pop them in the oven on 180, which is pretty much what I cook absolutely everything on, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know exactly how long they're going to take, but I'm probably guessing around 15 minutes. Right, this is the second batch, guys, but the first load just came out and they look so delicious. They look really, really good. These are also great for popping in the fridge and eating for lunch the next day if anybody wants to do that. If anyone's cooking for just like maybe a couple of you. Obviously I'm cooking for a large family, so there's probably not going to be much left over. But this is definitely a really good, quick, easy after school dinner. When they've got after school clubs or something, they're good to pop in lunch boxes. They're a really good snack for lunches. If your children's at school and have lunches, they're good for general lunches. You can pop in any ingredients you want. I'm just going to serve ours up tonight with some side salad and some nice dips to have with them as well. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll see you back here in about 3 seconds for tomorrow's dinner. Welcome to day 2 of Cook With Me for this week's video. Today we're going to be cooking a chicken fajita pan bake dish, and these are the ingredients I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using 2 massive onions and 4 peppers. I'm also going to be using some wraps, some fajita seasoning, some Doritos, triple cheese crisps, and then some spice, some herbs and flavourings that you can see there. You can use any that you like, obviously you don't have to use the ones I'm using. I'm also going to be using some cheddar cheese, some butter just to line a pan with, and also to cook the chicken in, and then some chicken, and then I'm going to be making my own sauce, and to make my own sauce, sorry, I'm going to be using some jalapenos, some mayo, some honey, a lime, some fajita seasoning, and some sour cream. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the onions and the peppers and slice them up. Onions haven't burnt my eyes in so long. Today was not the day though. Oh. The sting is real. Okay, so we're going to pop the onion and the peppers into your baking tray, and then we're going to add the chicken. I've just gone for mini fillet, and then we're going to add all of your herbs, spices, flavorings, seasonings, etc. on top at this point. And I'm also going to use a little bit of olive oil to make sure it all mixes in well. And then we're going to give that a good mix. I am also going to add some garlic puree and some smoked paprika. And when it's all mixed in, I'm going to pop this in the oven. I'm going to put it at 180 for about 20 minutes. And whilst that's in the oven, I'm going to make up the sauce. So I'm basically just going to mix all of these ingredients together. So we're going mayo, sour cream, honey, fajita seasoning. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I am going to add, yes. That's okay, spiders don't hurt us. I'm going to add the jalapenos after because not everybody will want them. But that is a delicious dip. This dip is very good, but I did just realise I've not put the lime in, so I'm going to squeeze this in now. I just grated up some cheese, and now I'm going to get the butter. I'm actually just going to use this piece of paper. And I'm going to just rub this all along the inside of this baking tray. And now I'm going to line this tray with some wraps. So you want to line it something like this, and then for the gap in the middle, there we go. I'm just going to plonk on another one. And now I'm going to line this with the grated cheese. Oops. I mean to pour all of that in there, but you know what? There's no such thing as too much cheese. So I'm just going to spread that out. And then by the time you've done that, your chicken is probably done. Now, I am going to cut up the chicken just to make the pieces slightly smaller. And now I'm just going to transfer this over to this. I have only used half the ingredients because I'm going to make 2 trays, but I'm now going to add the sauce that I made earlier and also the Dorito crisps. And then I'm going to pop a wrap there and fold all of the sides down. And then at this point I should really be lining it with baking paper and another tray on the top just to make sure this bit at the top crisps back in the oven. But don't have a tray that's going to fit, so we're just going to pop it in like this. If you do have another tray that's going to fit on top of this, I definitely recommend it because it's going to crisp up these top bits good and proper. But I'm just going to shove it back in the oven for another 10 minutes or so like this. And when it comes out, you've basically got yourself a pie. Big, juicy chicken fajita pie, and it tastes absolutely divine. Pop any of the leftover dip you've got on the side and enjoy. And before you know it, it's already the next day and time for another delicious meal. Today I'm cooking meatballs, and instead of making meatballs and spaghetti, which is what generally we'd go for, we're going to make some mashed potato to have with it. Now I know that might seem like a bit mash with meatballs, but wait until you've tried this meal. It's going to be delicious. Here's what you're going to need. Your favourite mince, whichever one you prefer. Some potatoes for your mash. Obviously mince for the meatballs. Some herbs, whatever you want to put in there to add some flavour to your mince, aka meatballs. Some onion, some garlic, some mozzarella cheese, and I've also got a bit of cheddar as well. Some breadcrumbs, some of your favourite passata, some eggs, and some flour. And I'm going to start by preparing the potatoes for the mashed potato. I can genuinely say I hope I never see another potato in my life, or should I say never peel another potato in my life, but the potatoes are now on. Right, I've got the garlic and the onions chopped and peeled, but I do need to dice them in the dicer. I'm going to do that in a second. I poured the mince into a bowl, and then we're just going to use the meat musher. We're going to mush this all up, add the garlic and the onions. Once you've done that, add all of your herb seasoning, anything that you want to add for flavourings in there. Okay, I'm now going to add some breadcrumbs. I am literally winging it. And 2 eggs. Okay, I actually added the whole tub of breadcrumbs plus a little bit extra, and then I added 3 eggs. Okay, now the meatballs are rolled. We're going to heat some oil up in a pan, And then we're going to dip each of the meatballs in some flour and cook them. Whilst the meatballs are cooking, we're now going to mash the potatoes in a bit of butter. And then once your potatoes mashed, we're going to add the passata to your meatballs. Trying your very best not to get it all over the backsplash. Spread your mash into a baking dish. I have added a few herbs and flavourings, that's why it looks a bit bitty. Pop your meatballs on top, top with mozzarella, and then I'm going to put this in the oven for about 20 minutes. And when it comes out, it's going to look something like this. And there we have mashy meatballs. Serve as it is, or add a little bit of gravy. Delicious. Welcome back for the final meal of this little Cook With Me episode. And today's meal is going to be a really nice, simple, relatively quick and easy chicken pasta dish that is going to be ram-packed with flavour. So today I'm going to be using all of these ingredients here. So we're going with tomatoes, some pasta. You don't have to use this one, you can use any of your favourite pasta. Obviously all of these ingredients as well. If you don't like mushrooms, then you can leave out the mushrooms, you can replace it with something else. You can replace the onion with peppers if you don't like onion, etc, etc. You can just modify this in any way, shape you want. Why is there, this is my children. This is literally my life, guys. Like, what's going on here? Actually, one of them might have done that for the guinea pigs. Anyway, moving on. So I'm using pasta, tomatoes, mushrooms, chicken stock and onion. We do only have one. I'd like to have used two. I would also like to have used a bit of cheddar cheese, but we don't have any, so this is going to have to do. Some chicken breast, some butter to cook the chicken breast, paprika, thyme, garlic and herb seasoning, some garlic paste as well, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, and some double cream and spinach. Definitely not the half of green pepper that somebody has left in there. I'm guessing that's something to do with the guinea pigs. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing in this meal. The reason that I like this meal so much is that every single time I make it, the concept is kind of the same, but I just changed it up slightly so it always tastes slightly different to the last time I made it, but it's still kind of the same concept. I always put in different ingredients each time, and it's just one of those meals that is an easy pleaser. Everyone in our house loves pasta, and everyone likes a creamy based pasta, so this one always goes down really well. So the first thing I'm going to do is prepare all of the veg. Very nice and peaceful in here today, I've got to say. Something so satisfying about doing mushrooms like this. Just that oomph that you get when you whack it down. Now we're going to prepare some tomatoes. Hello. Don't ask me why I just went, hello. Huh? Mrs. Doubtfire. No, this is where I'm trying to make dinner and everyone decides they need to come in and make themselves cups of tea. And also starts pinching the ingredients. Forgot to do the spinach, didn't I? Also, Isabel, are you the culprit of this? Are you the culprit?
No, actually not. I wrapped mine up with an onion.
With an onion?
No, not like 2 seconds.
Alright.
It was with an onion.
Triple cow! You don't actually have to do anything with your spinach if you don't want, but I do like to slice it up a little bit. Yeah, I like to slice it up a little bit. Do you when you're using it?
Yeah, I have to put it in eggs and stuff. I always
I like it just a little bit of slicing. Okay, now I'm about to make up the chicken stock, and I've just put the water on for the pasta. Okay, I'm now cooking the chicken, and as you can see, I've seasoned it quite heavily. That is because we love a bit of flavour, or a lot of flavour, should I say. Okay, as soon as your finger-licking chicken is cooked, we're going to take the chicken out of the pan, but we're not going to clean the pan. We're just going to leave all of the remnants of the cooking in there, and we're going to then add the vegetables, whatever veggies ingredients you prepared earlier. We're going to add that to the pan. And then we're going to add the chicken stock. You don't have to add the chicken stock, but I'm definitely adding it because I don't have much cheese to even out the cream, which I'm going to be adding. So if you add a bit of chicken stock, that doesn't make it taste as creamy. It just gives it a nice flavour. And then we're going to, oh, wait a second. And then you're going to drain and rinse your pasta. Add yourself some cream. There is really no set amount. I just kind of go like that. Give that all a good mix. Add in your spinach and give that a good mix. Should look something a little bit like this. I've made a big mess, but I've kind of diced up all of the chicken. And this is the point where I would add the cheddar cheese, because if you add shredded cheddar cheese, it kind of thickens up the sauce. But like I said before, I don't have any. So at this point, you should add some cheddar. And now I'm trying to decide whether to add this or if to just sprinkle this on top. I'm going to add the chicken and the pasta back to the bowl and see how thick the sauce is. If it's very, very watery, I'll probably add this to the pan. If not, then I'll just sprinkle a bit of this on top. And there we go, an absolutely delicious meal. This is definitely missing something without the cheese. Well, it's obviously missing the cheese. Obviously the cheese. I definitely do think it is needed in this meal. And there we go, an absolutely delicious meal. And that concludes today's video. Some absolutely delicious meals made this week. Which was the best? If I was to make any of these meals, including this video, it would 100% be the chicken fajita flat pan bake. And the one that I didn't rate as much was the meatballs. Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, they weren't amazing, but they were. I mean, I haven't actually even tasted this one yet. But the fajita one was outstanding.
I don't know if that was the first one. It was the pizza twist.
Sorry, the pizza twists were outstanding as well.
This one I'm halfway through eating. Which one? This one is Isabel's favourite. Sorry, Isla, go on. Which one was yours?
I really like this one tonight, but I'm not very hungry so much. But my favourite one was the fajita one.
The fajita one. So if you're going to make any, the fajita one was absolutely boss. Those pizza twists were pretty epic as well. But the one I didn't rate as much was the meatball one. But I feel like that's more because meatballs are just...
No, it's like tomato. You don't like tomato.
Yeah, I'm not as keen on really strong tomatoey based sauce, and that was quite a strong tomatoey taste. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this has given you some ideas. If you like this type of video, don't think I've ever done a video like this before, but if you like this type of video, comment down below and let me know, and I can do another one. Thank you all. What, Isabel? Part two. Sorry. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you back here on Monday next week. Bye, guys. Oh.